What's good, you guys? We're back again with another video, and today we are here to talk about Tyrese Haliburton. Now, we are in that spot in the offseason where the season is about to start up in like a month or so people are getting off their hot takes, and one of the main guys that's been on a lot of people's hot take is Tyrese Haliburton. Now, as you can tell by the video, I am going to be talking about if Tyrese Haliburton is overrated. So, I want to start off by saying I am a Tyrese Haliburton fan. But what they're doing with Tyrese Haliburton is they're gassing him up, and then when it comes to a time where he lets you down, a lot of people are going to start calling him overrated just because of the unfair expectations they did with Tyrese Haliburton. They do this a lot with a lot of young guys. They did it with Tatum. They did it with Anthony. Well, they're going to do it with Anthony Edwards. They did it with Ja. They're going to do this with a lot of young guys. And this right now, Tyrese Haliburton is the next guy they're doing it with. Now, I'm gonna start out by saying I don't think he's overrated, because I feel like where I have him rated is where he belongs. But to other people, all these stuff that I've been seeing on Twitter, he might be a little bit overrated when it comes to the general media. As a player, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's a top 40 guy, damn near top 35. I think he's a top 10 point guard. The point guard position is deep, so I can understand if you don't have him in the top 10. But anything above 8 in that top 10, I don't think he's nowhere near that. But in the top 10, I think he's a top 10 guy. But to some, these narratives y'all trying to push with Tyrese Haliburton are getting a little crazy. On Twitter, if you're on Twitter a lot of things, something that NBA Twitter does a lot, especially the big pages, is you will have a start bench cut. And in that start bench cut, I've been seeing they will have Ja Morant, Trae Young, and Tyrese Haliburton. Or they will put 4 guys. So let's say you have those 3 names, and then you add a guy like Shea, and they will say, cut one of these guys in the start bench cut. I've been seeing a lot that not only is Tyrese getting started, but they're cutting Ja or Trae. That to me is crazy. Then I've been seeing in those ones where you got to cut one person, again, they're cutting Ja or Trae. And again, that is crazy, because I'm gonna be honest and just say it, Tyrese Haliburton is not close to any of those names. And this is not a slight at him, but he's just not there yet at all. He's not there. And the main thing why people compare him to those guys is that fucking 20 and 10. Those numbers look very good, and I'm not taking that away from them. They look very good. But I want to say, a lot of people don't watch the Pacers. They watch the highlights of Tyrese Haliburton, and then they see he had 20 and 10. They see the averages, and that's where their narratives come from. You can tell a lot of people don't watch the Pacers just the way they talk about Tyrese Haliburton. And to even compare him to those names is disrespectful to those names. Trae Young is a guy since the second year has been averaging 28 and 10. Ja Morant, since the second year, has led the team to the playoffs, have had some crazy playoff performances. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, now, he doesn't have the playoffs. Well, he has one, but he doesn't. Oh, he has 2 actually. But he has been in the playoffs in a minute. But for 2 consecutive years, he averaged 24 and 6. And then this year, he just had an MVP level season, making first team All-NBA. Those names are not close to Tyrese Haliburton. And that's no slight at him, because he just had a very good season where he averaged 20 and 10, had the Pacers looking very fun. They were not good. And you're going to get some of those people that says, oh, well, before he got hurt, we were in the playoffs. That was the first month and a half of the season. I don't give a fuck. Well, it was first 2 months of the season, and I don't give a fuck. Because you know who else was in the playoffs the first 2 months of the season? Larry Markkinen. But y'all not out here gassing him. Y'all not doing that with the Jazz. Like, y'all not gassing him. But he had them in the playoffs for the first 2 months. But we don't talk about that, because that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if a team is in the playoffs for the first 2 months. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. The Charlotte Hornets just a couple years ago were a top 5 seed in the playoffs for the first 2 months. We don't care. And that was with rookie LaMelo. We don't care. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care about that. So you will get people that say that, and that shit blows me, because that statement is just so fucking stupid. It don't make sense. But back to what we were talking about. The Pacers were fun. They weren't good, because against teams that were over 500. When he played, by the way, they were 11-21. They were fucking terrible. So they weren't good, and it's not on him. It's not me slighting him for saying that. But I'm just saying, against good teams, they were trash. So that whole we were in the playoffs before you got, I'm not hearing that shit. So comparing Tyrese to those guys, like just breaking them down as players, let's do that. Compare him to Trae Young, better scorer, Trae Young, better playmaker, Trae Young, better leader, Trae Young, better defender. They both trash. Now let's go to Ja Morant, better scorer, Ja Morant, better playmaker, Ja Morant, better rebounder, Ja Morant, better defender. They're both trash. Now let's go to Shea, better scorer, Shea, better playmaker. Tyrese got that, better defender. Shea clears, better rebounder, Shea clears. Like, don't compare him to those guys. Better performances when it matters. Shea, Trae, Ja, clear. Please don't compare him to those guys. Most all-stars, Trae, Shea, Ja. Actually, Shea and Tyrese got the same amount. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they are not close. So those guys don't compare him to. So let's go a tier below. To me, I think it's like, in the top 10, I think it's 4 tiers. Because it's kind of odd. Because I would have Steph and Luka by themselves. Then I would have Dame by himself. And then I will have Trae, Shea, if you have him as a point guard, by the way, Ja, and Fox by themselves. And then I will have DG and Brunson by themselves. Then I will have, I don't know if this is 4, but I'm going to keep going. Then I will have Tyrese, LaMelo, and Jamal in the last tier, the top 10. So let's go to the tier below with DG and Brunson. Compare him to DG, and that's what I've been waiting for. Better scorer, Darius clears. Better passer, Darius. Better playmaker, Darius. And to me personally, I think that's a clearing. And if you want to know why, let me know, and I will make a video why that too. Those playmaking, it's a clearing why it's DG. On defense, that is a clearing. And one is way taller, way bigger. DG is clear the better defender. Y'all don't talk about how terrible Tyrese is on that side. So, now let's go to Jalen Brunson. Score. Jalen Brunson clears. Playmaker, I think it's Tyrese. On defense, they're both suckers. They both suck. So, I don't think he's in that tier. That's why I have them 2 guys by themselves, because we've seen DG lead the team to the playoffs. And fuck you, because DG was in the playoffs for the first 4 months of the season, and then in the last 3 weeks of the season, Evan Mobley went out, Jared Allen went out, and Karis LeVert went out. He was playing with Ed Davis, Laurie Markkinen, and Lamar Stevens and Cedi Osman. That was the starting lineup he was playing with. But we were in the playoffs for the first 4 months of the season, and then we lost our playoff spot. We ended up 7th seed. If it wasn't no fucking playing, we would have been in that motherfucker. So I'm counting that. And we just seen Jalen Brunson lead the team to the 5th seed, I believe. Make the second round of playoffs with dog walking Jimmy Butler from 6 games. So I don't think he's in that tier. I'm sorry. I've just seen them do a lot more in their times as the leading point guard. Now, below, Jamal Murray, Jamal Murray and LaMelo Ball. Compare him to Jamal Murray. That's the hard comparison, because I don't think you can do that as basic. Because with Jamal Murray, we don't know a lot of things because he is not the leader. He is not the leading guard. It's Jokic, and I'm not going to use that against him, but we don't know a lot with Jamal Murray. Like, can he do even what Tyrese did, have a team be fun and exciting, or do what LaMelo did, lead the team to the play-in? Can he do that? We don't know. We don't know because we don't know how he looks by himself. So that's kind of hard, but again, bringing them down as players. Scoring, Jamal clears. Playmaking, Tyrese, but I don't think it's a clearing. Defense, Jamal clears. Clutch, Jamal clears. What are we doing? Why are we comparing him to the guys in 2 tiers above him when he's probably not even better than the guys at the tier he's originally in? Compare him to LaMelo. LaMelo as a scorer, clears. LaMelo as a shooter. They're pretty even. LaMelo as a rebound. As a rebounding, comparing them to as a rebounding. LaMelo clears. As playmakers, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I do know. Tyrese, as passing, LaMelo, he does clear though. But as playmaking, they're even, and I will give it to Tyrese. But as passing, LaMelo clears. On defense, they're both terrible on defense. The main thing I'm trying to get to you is, it's not he's not even in the tier that people are comparing him to. It's putting him over Trae Young, and then the main thing they want to say is, oh, I think he's a smarter player. What the fuck makes you think that? Because he had a good season? have we seen what Trae Young has done for the last 3 years? And then, oh, what are you comparing to John Morant for? Because that shit is not close. And Shea, I don't think Shea's a point guard. But what in your right mind is comparing Tyrese Haliburton to an MVP candidate? I was gonna say candidate. I didn't even bring up Fox, but like they traded the right person for the right reason, because now we're the 3rd seed in the fucking West, the deep ass West. When a lot of people had healthy years, like we're the 3rd seed. So I'm not even gonna bring up Fox. But then, like I said, we go a tier below. To me, those both guys are obviously better than him. And I'm talking about Jalen Brunson and Darius Garland. I think they're obviously better than him. So, to the general public, or actually, I'm gonna do this. To the people that actually watch, I don't think Tyrese Haliburton is overrated, because people that actually watch are not comparing him to guys like Shea or Ja or Trae or De'Aaron Fox. Like, they're not doing that. They're not even comparing him to Brunson and Darius Garland, because they know at times they've shown more and they did better and they're better. But they're comparing him to LaMelo Ball and Jamal Murray, guys that he's comparable to. But to the media that's trying to do these hot takes and shit, that motherfucker's overrated. Because they gas him. Because they see that 20 and 10. And they real good. He's really good. But he's not even close to those guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to bust your bubble. He's not close. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just not close. But like I said, I'm a Tyrese fan. I really do like Tyrese's game. I think they're going to be a very good team because of Tyrese. But comparing him to those guys that done it already, that shit is just asinine. That shit is dumb. I don't even know if asinine is a synonym for dumb. I don't even know if I use synonym right. I'm not a very smart person, but I'm talking basketball to y'all right now. So let me know how y'all think about this video. Like I said, I'm not going to drop the Power Force video until like Wednesday. I want to take a break from the position ranking videos, but I will drop that Wednesday. Then I will drop another video in between that and the centers video. And then we will get the centers video probably next Sunday. So let me know what you think about this video. Like I said, I don't think Tyrese's overrated, but some of you guys are on the internet are overrating him a lot. But me as a person that actually watched, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's a lot top 35 guy, a lot top 40 guy. But I think a lot of people can put him in the top 35. But that's it for the video, man. Let me know how you think about it. I'll talk to y'all later.